We all had injuries at one point in our life.
I never had an injury in my life.
You just got one. Anyway, I have a decent amount of injuries in my past, and I decided to make a video about these injuries. Keep in mind I had never had a single severe injury like breaking a bone or something like that, but there were some close calls. So here's sometimes I got injured. TM. So my parents forced me to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and in case you're wondering, what the fudge is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? According to Wikipedia, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a martial art and combat sports system that focuses on grappling with particular emphasis on ground fighting. But these injuries did not involve someone kicking me in the no-no square or anything like that. It involved mini games after class. The place where I go to at the end of class, we're forced to play a minigame unless we have to leave or something. So one time we were playing sharks for the minigame, which is literally just tag, but once someone gets tagged, they will join the person who's it. So one time I was it, and when I tried to tag someone, this happened. I'm gonna get ya! I'm gonna get ya!
Ah! 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 Ah!
I just stepped on my toe, and it hurt for like days or something. Other time I got hurt in jiu-jitsu was when we were playing other minigame where we had to jump over a pole. And once everybody had a turn, our teacher would increase the height of the pole. When it was my turn to jump over the pole, I ran as fast as I could. I leaped to the... Oh god, this is not in the script. I leaped to the air, full of confidence that I'll make it, and I made it. Then I landed on a terrible position and I collapsed to the floor, screaming. Again, I didn't break my leg, but I was pretty close to break my leg. And I could barely walk for like a month or something. This next story happened when I was camping. So my family and other people decided to camp in a mountain, and for some really dumb reason, I decided to take my bike with us. Also, my friend, let's just call him I because this is clearly not his first initial, was with us. So I also brought a bunch of comic books with me, so I was just there reading my comic book. And then my friend decided to eat my comic book out of my hand and run away with it. So for some stupid reason, I decided to ride my bike so that I can get him. So what happened next, you might ask? Remember that I said we were camping in the mountain? I started going downhill around 5,000 miles per second. Well, if you were going downhill 5,000 miles per second, why didn't you hit the brakes? Well, dear viewer, what if I told you that I did hit the brakes? Yeah, they weren't working for whatever reason. And to make things worse, there was also a 3-foot gap that led to a forest, and I can just turn around left and right, then I would still be going downhill, so I just went forward. Welp, guess I'm gonna die. Because of all the pain and my inability to walk because of such pain, I automatically assumed I broke my leg. Fortunately, there was a nurse that showed up and helped me get back on my campsite while I took care of my bike. I got traumatized over what just happened, and I had a hamburger, and all I did for the rest of the day was just stay in my tent. One more story, and I'll be done for today. So, I was in Orlando in a friend's house, and everything was just going fine. I was playing some Pokemon on my 3DS, so what could possibly go wrong? My dad kicked us out of the house and told us to go play in the playground. So we did, and I was just playing on bar things. I'm not sure what they're called, but they look like this. I was just there on the top, minding my own business, until suddenly it got really hot outside, so we had to go out inside. When I was trying to get down, my foot slipped on the bar and I fell, and, well, let's just say this happened. I'm gonna get down. Oh no! My friend, which we'll call her T, saw what happened, so T, her friend, and my brother came to my mother, which in this case is just a PNG of Alex that you can find on Google because I'm too lazy to draw a design for her. Told her what happened, she came with some ice, helped me to get in the picnic table, and she said, "Sorry to do this, son, but I have to." Then she grabbed the ice pack, and I'm not gonna say what happened next. But apparently my dad was not aware of what happened, so... So, son, did you have fun in the playground? Well, Dad, I'm glad you asked, because I freaking cracked my nuts and now my pants full of ice! So, kids, what we learned today? Don't leave our house.